over the years, there's been a kind of a lot of one-upmanship been going on YouTube and the forums and things like that. I think a lot of people are losing sight about the basics of not just outdoor survival, but just being outdoors. And I'm a big proponent of looking back to the past and seeing what was going on before. I recently just did a video on matches, and a technique for using these matches is just a straight up TP fire with feather sticks, and you'll hear them called fuzz sticks in certain books also, especially the old scout manuals. The old scout manuals were real big on this, and it's a skill that's worth learning. It's a great skill to have to get a fire going immediately. It's something you can prep ahead of time, and it works really, really well. If you guys have ever watched any of my videos, most of the time you see me splitting up wood. You don't always have to split up wood. In my area, you almost always do, because there's not a lot of lower branches in there, so you have to break into some different wood and get it going. And in these cases, a lot of times I don't have the real dry twig bundles of tamarack or black spruce or anything like that like they do up north. So I have to have a way to catch a flame onto small pieces. And for me, making feather sticks or shavings is the way to do it. All right, so to start off with, I broke down some of this wood already. There's a mixture of pine. I took a 2x4 that I had laying around because I wasn't going to use it for anything else. I figured I could use it for this. I've got some willow, some sandbar willow, and some eastern red cedar here. And all this is basically soft wood because it's easy to work with. I got a really a solid knife. This one here is from John Deering Knives, and it's a Sami kind of pattern. So Laplanders, very cool. I broke down some stuff here. I've got my shavings, my feather sticks. I'm going to show you real quick how I do some feather sticks. I want to pick a decent piece of wood here. If it doesn't work out, I'll get another one. This one ain't so bad. Alright, what I'm looking for is something that's kind of straight grained if I can get it. Not much bigger than my thumb. And I want to start shaving. Alright, and like I said, this is not rocket science. This is not a new technique. But I got to tell you, if you're just starting out, or if you want to get back to the roots of American survival, American bushcraft, this is one of those things that you can practice. Alright, I'm just moving that stick back and forth. You see how I'm doing that? It's getting pretty thin now. Alright, that's a pretty good feather stick. I don't like to go all the way around it, and I'll show you why in a minute. Put this knife away. What I want to do is set up a teepee style deal here. Set my feather sticks on it. If you notice, I have a platform here also, right? I have a platform this is all on because when my coals fall down, that's what I want them to fall on. Alright, so I can put more feather sticks in there if I want. It doesn't matter. I can put them around in different angles. But I want to definitely make sure I have a place where I can put my match. And you can lean them up against things. You can do different stuff too. Alright, at the same time, I might want to even start adding some of my smaller wood in here. TP style, right? I'm going to try and light it right up front there so you guys can see it what I'm doing with the camera. And I just want to lay that stuff in there. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be pretty. All right. And I've got some shavings and feather sticks and stuff like that in reserve. If it starts to go out, I'll take them and put them on there. So kind of in the traditional sense, I'm going to use the old school strike anywhere matches. And I'm kind of starting to really like this match case. It's a match case by Exotac. And it's the that's a Match Cap XL. I always have to look at stuff because I screw it up. The thing I really like about it, it has the striker on the inside, and you can see that orange deal right there. That's a little O-ring. It keeps everything dry in there, and I'll do some more tests on it too. But to light this, number one, I want to kind of gauge where the wind is. You can do that a few different ways. You can throw stuff up in the air. Pretty calm, kind of in my face a little bit. Alright, I want to get right down on this, and this is going to be hard for me to do if I'm doing it so you can see it. I want to strike my match in a short burst. I can't really see what I'm doing here. I want to get that right in that pile of shavings, feather sticks. I want to hold that there till it's going good. With my lid. There it is. You can see how good that goes, how quick it goes. So that's basically just an old school Tipi style fire using feather sticks and using a match to light it. Like I said, you can see how quick it goes. It's getting a lot of oxygen underneath it. All my coals are falling onto here. If it falls down a little bit, no big deal. It's going to because all your shavings are right there. And I still have all this prep to go by if something bad happens. So, super easy. It's worth practicing. Give it a shot.